5-day tickets might be sold out for Download Festival, but there's a way you can get there still for 5 days and not pay a penny. Tonight we talk to Richard Cross all about Hotbox events and what that means for your Download Festival 2026 experience.
This is the LoadDown Podcast. This is the LoadDown Podcast.
Hiya, it's Mike here. Just a little bit of a editor's note, I guess. Just as things moved on a little bit since we recorded the episode, and a few of the volunteering options have actually reached capacity now. So it was something we didn't know going into the interview with Richard. So Festaff and Hotbox are now at capacity. You can join waiting lists for them, but the actual initial sign up is full. But there are still other opportunities with Jolly Green Sherpas through their sister company Barrow for Hire, which is the wheelbarrow hire when you get on site. Big Green Coach. So there are still opportunities there if you want to get to Download for 5 nights this year. So get over to them sites and sign up. Pretty similar situation is in that you have to pay a deposit. You get your deposit back once you completed your shifts. And yeah, some great opportunities. So we'll go back to the actual episode now. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.
This is the LoadDown Podcast.
How we doing?
Very, very good, mate.
I'm excited for this one.
I am, yeah. So we said it last week, and obviously in the intro just then, we have a special guest on with us tonight, Richard Cross, who will be known to many of you on the social media side of Download Festival. He shared a post the other week from Hotbox Events, bigging up how good it is and saying, get yourself signed up. And I think it's a huge selling point this year when the 5-day festival tickets have sold out.
Yeah.
So this is your chance to still get to Download Festival for 5 days and actually do it for nothing.
I think you'd be quite surprised what I've read is how much free time you actually get.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping you'll take us through all that stuff. I'm sure you will.
Yeah. I've again, yeah, the same. We've done our research. I've printed you a copy out.
Thank you very much. Brilliant.
So we've only got, we're now 78 days until Download Festival 2026. Yeah, that's it. Clever boy. We can't have my fingers. So it's, I think one of the important points I've read already is it stays open, these volunteering applications, until it's full.
Yeah, okay.
So if you look at how quickly Download has sold out this year in terms of 5-day tickets and all the RIP options, this isn't the year to hang around with anything.
No, absolutely not. No.
If you want to get onto this, get onto it quick.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I've always quite liked the idea of it myself,
I'm
to be
fascinated,
honest.
mate. I'm really looking forward to this interview.
Just as a bit of an experience, maybe even like a smaller festival or something. Just I think it'd be good fun.
Yeah, well, you get to see a little bit of the other side of the curtain as well.
Exactly.
So that'll be an interesting talking point with Richard when we talk to him in a minute. So this is one of the few times we haven't done the interview first before we add these.
Exactly.
So we are literally going to talk to Richard in a minute. So it's really exciting. We should probably switch to it now so we can actually set up the bloody interview.
So we'll set that up, then we'll come back at the end and have a bit of a debrief and see what we've got to say.
Yeah, cheers everybody.
This is the LoadDown Podcast.
So welcome back everybody, and as you can see on the screen we are joined by Richard Cross. Will be known to a fair few of you from his work as you're a moderator, right? You're on the Facebook.
Yeah, one of the mods in the
Yeah,
in the big Facebook group.
on the big Facebook group with it's a great place to hang out and find out lots of things about Download. So get yourself over there, and it's one of the best. Well, I know if that sounds like I'm going to sort of shine the sun up your ass a bit, but it's one of the best moderated Facebook groups, isn't it? It's the one where if you're actually looking for good information and a little bit of the other ones are a little bit open to a little bit of abuse. You get more scammers, you get all things like that, and you and Siobhan and the other mods and admins, they keep a lot of a bit of a tighter rein on things, which is great.
We do try, and it does help though. Obviously, we've got a bit of an inside track with the actual download team as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
we
Yeah,
can fix any of the dodgy info that gets there slightly quicker.
Yeah.
good stuff.
No, that's great. So, yeah. So, Richard, introduce yourself. What's your story at download?
So, yeah, I have been going to download since 2011, a very long time now. But after 2016, obviously, horrendous year, like terrible weather, mud everywhere. All of my friends pretty much bailed on going the next year. Um, but I didn't want it. I wanted to go back. I love the festival. I wasn't going to miss it just because of a little bit of rain and mud. But I wasn't particularly keen on the idea of camping in a field on my own. Um, and I had a Facebook ad come up for a company called Hotbox Events. And it was one of those Facebook ads that when you first see it, it kind of seems like it's a scam.
Yeah.
It was just, oh yeah, pay us £150 and come to the festival and we'll give you all your money back. And it's like, oh,
That's too good to be true, surely.
seems a little bit too good to be true, but I'm terrible with my money. So I signed up anyway. I figured worst case scenario, I lose 150 quid. Best case scenario, I get the festival for free, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's probably the best decision I think I've ever made.
Wow.
I went along that year. It was the first year that Hotbox had ever been at Download. There was a company there before that called Festas that had been doing a similar sort of role, but Hotbox took over from them. And I enjoyed it so much that I signed up for another festival with Hotbox that same year. And then I've just been picking up more and more festivals and going back every single year to the point where now they actually pay me to come along as well.
Oh, wow.
Man, that's amazing. That's so cool.
So,
Yeah.
so as time moves on, does your role, like you say, if you're getting paid now, but like, do you start off doing certain jobs and sort of move into a more supervisory sort of capacity?
Um, it's there's very limited progression once you get to the point that you're getting paid, because a lot of the people that are doing that have been doing it since the company started.
Right.
And Hotbox has been around since the early 2000s. It's been around way longer than I've actually been like volunteering with them. And most of the people that are in like the higher levels there have been doing it since the company was founded. But a good number of the people that are on sort of the same level as I am and do like when I'm there and when I'm working, I look after a campsite or an area. I've actually been doing the wristbanding gates the last couple of years. But I look after the area and I look after all of the little volunteers that are in the area and make sure that they're comfortable and getting their breaks and things like that. And yeah, like most of the people that are on my level have volunteered there before and
Yeah.
either sort of seemed exceptional and like stood out, or just enjoyed it so much that they've followed it up and inquired and chased
Yeah.
it up.
So there's a few different sort of roles with Hotbox events. We've been doing a little bit of research on the way back. So you've got your arena roles, campsite gates, and your tower volunteers. So have you done various things across the years, or?
So I've only ever done the campsite role when I was volunteering, but obviously now supervising, I'm doing the wristband gate bit as well.
Yeah.
But as a supervisor in the campsites, you have the towers as well. So I have been up the towers. I don't think it's particularly fair to expect the volunteers to go up there and not be willing to do the same myself. So I will clamber up there any opportunity I get. Plus, it's quite nice to watch the sun come up over Purple Camp from the top of the tower.
Oh yeah.
Brilliant.
How challenging is it, you know, 3 8 hour shifts. I mean, it's not the worst sort of length of time, but I mean, I imagine it's quite intense in the campsites when, I mean, we've been there. The first time we went where we really had issues, I think, was 2017 when the campsites just seemed to get absolutely rammed really quickly. So I'm guessing there's, you know, it you know, poses some challenges.
Um, it's the night shift, so I think there's challenges to every shift. Um, just in different types of challenges. Obviously,
Yeah.
like the day shift in like there are early morning shifts 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. and then the late shift is 5 p.m. till 1 a.m. and then the overnight is 1 a.m. till 9 a.m.
Wow.
And the early and the late shifts tend to be a lot busier in terms of you'll have like medicals going on and like
Yeah.
things to deal with along those lines. In the night shifts, the biggest struggle is keeping everyone awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once all of the customers are passed out in their tents,
Yeah,
there's a
Yeah.
couple of
totally.
hours where it can get a little slow.
Yeah.
Especially if you've, I mean, if you get your night shift, I guess after a day of being at the festival, that must be quite challenging.
It's yeah. You can definitely tell the people that have been a bit sensible about it and tried to have like a bit of a nap during the day,
Yeah.
and the people that have just powered through an entire day and come out on shift. You can spot the difference.
Yeah.
So how does it work then with actually allocating the shifts? Do you get a choice on what your preference is and what days you want to do? And
Yeah. Hotbox are actually fairly generous about it. A lot of the other volunteer companies that are there, Oxfam and Festaff, who do other events and things like that.
yeah.
Um, with them, you turn up and then you just get given a shift.
Okay.
Like whatever is available. You sometimes you can pick from whatever is available, but obviously the earlier people turn up, the more choice they've got. And if you
Yeah.
turn up later in the day, it's a little bit more limited. Whereas with Hotbox, they release a list of the shift patterns um, 3 or 4 weeks before the festival, and everyone has a week to rank all of those shifts in order of like the ones that they want to do the most to the ones they want to do the least. And obviously, if it includes all of the volunteering shifts and the tower shifts on the same thing, so obviously, if you're not keen on the idea of climbing up a tower, although the download towers are quite small compared to a lot of the other festivals we do, there are still going to be people that don't want to climb up them. So you just
Yeah.
whack those ones at the bottom out of the way.
Yeah.
And then any like headliners that you really want to see, you whack those ones right down the bottom. And then
Yeah.
you just kind of shuffle everything else in. And then they go through everything, they group everyone up. So if you've applied with friends, you can list your friends on your profile, and they will put you and your friends all in one section and then go through and make sure you've all got the same shifts.
That's fantastic, isn't it? Because I think that would be one of the
Yeah,
biggest worries going in a group is that your mate gets allocated the
The
opposite
opposites,
shift.
yeah.
So that's really good. So they obviously know how
I
to
do know
attract the
one or two
people.
people who will. I do know one or two people who will deliberately pick different shifts from their friends. They just need a bit of a break.
Yeah.
I think I do.
Yeah. So
But you
you,
know, they'll work as hard as they can to make sure that people are sort of kept with their friends or family or whoever that's
It's really good.
that is incredible. That's that.
Yeah, and then dish everyone out whatever shifts in order of preference. And they allocate shifts based on when people have paid their deposit. So the first person who has signed up and paid their deposit gets their top
Gets the
shift,
top.
and then they
Oh,
work
that is good.
downwards.
Yeah.
And as a sort of general rule of thumb, while it isn't guaranteed, most people tend to get one of their sort of top 6 or 7 shifts out of 25, 26 shifts.
Yeah.
So they do try to make sure that people are getting shifts that they really want. And then again, if people are unhappy with the shifts that they get, there is a Hotbox WhatsApp group that I also help moderate and kind of run. It is unofficial. It is entirely run by volunteers and fans, and not actually like moderated or anything by the company. But we've actually set up a little shift swap thing there as well.
Oh,
So if
right.
anyone gets a shift that they don't particularly want, they can try and sort of barter and swap shifts with other people as well.
Trade them like Pokemon cards. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
That is cool. So you've so if people are wondering, like, how when do you go on site with Hotbox?
So the earliest we can arrive is midday on Tuesday. So we get a whole extra day over everyone else, which is super handy. Helps us beat the festival traffic.
Yeah.
And then the latest that we can get there is 6 p.m. on the Wednesday.
Right. Okay.
But the shifts start on the Wednesday as well. So if you can turn up on the Tuesday, you've got a little bit more flexibility because you've got
get your
those
shifts out of the
that
way.
include the Wednesday to
Yeah.
That's interesting actually, because I remember our friend Kat worked the festival one year doing wristbanding, and she said, "Oh, I got there dead early, and then your shifts are pretty much sort of done by the time the music starts." What struck me from the start was that you said your group of friends were put off in 2016. So going on your own, I'm guessing you've made friends and contacts and a group to enjoy the festival with.
It has the first year I did it in 2017. The very, very first shift I did was on the Wednesday morning as the site was opening up. And my supervisor had never been to Download before. She did not know. Look, she'd done Hotbox stuff before. She knew what she was doing, like in that capacity, but she didn't know the site. She didn't know where anything is. And because I'd obviously been a few times, I was like, okay, well, I will be just there. But when we get there, obviously, like you've got to do the job because you're the one getting paid. And I got talking to her on the way out there, and it just sort of came up in conversation. It turned out that she was only like lived half an hour down the road from me. And like I live a couple of 100 miles from the Download site. So just to bump into someone who lives that relatively locally.
Yeah.
But off the back of that, we started going to gigs and things together. And just socializing like outside of the festivals. And yeah, just made a whole bunch of friends through it that I've still in contact with, like even now, even though a lot of them have gone off to, do jobs and things that don't allow them the flexibility to.
Is it a bit of a reunion then every year when you meet up at a festival? And
it's always so good.
That's
so nice to actually like catch up with people, but because obviously everyone is just spread around the country so much.
Yeah.
It's just nice to be able to see people that I wouldn't normally be able to actually like catch up and see. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. That's very similar to us, isn't it? A lot of our friends are dotted all around Europe actually, and we all meet centrally at Download. It's just such a lovely feeling, isn't it? Seeing those familiar faces and just
familiar faces in a place you love to be. It's quite a sort of heartwarming thing. Well, another thing that really interested me about was the camping setup. And it said when it says on the thing you can take your camper van, your motorhome, you've got hot showers, you've got free tea and coffee, and
also it's a separate camping area, is it, for the?
Yeah. So the within staff campsite, it is split up into every company has their own little individual compound.
Yeah.
So Oxfam will have their own little area, and then the security companies will have a little area per security company, and then Hotbox have got their area as well. And we are one of the largest companies on site now. So before the 20th anniversary Download, we had maybe 800 volunteers on site, which is quite a lot. For the 20th anniversary, we had a little over 1,200.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. And then ever since then, we've dropped down to about 1,000 because we've picked up a few extra jobs. So it's a little bit less than it was for the 20th anniversary, but we've still got more people there than we ever used to have.
I wouldn't have guessed that number.
That's an
That
incredible.
is an incredible amount of people, isn't it?
It is. It's mad. But yeah, and so we have one big campsite. We keep all of the camper vans in the same campsite. They've got their own little section of our campsite. But all of our camper vans and all of our volunteers in tents are all camped up together.
That's cool.
And then we do have a big communal marquee, which is a nice space to sort of get out of the sun or the rain or whatever download temperament happens to be.
And
they do supply tea and coffee and all sorts in there for people to, keep themselves hydrated.
Yeah.
Pretty well looked after then by the sounds of it. That's great.
Yeah. And it does also get us access to the staff catering as well, which is it's been the same company for the last few years. And fingers crossed they are going to be back again this year because the food is incredible. And it's actual like vegetables and salads and like the things
Actual
that you
nutrition.
don't normally think about when you're at a festival. Like it makes such a difference to actually like have something refreshing and crisp.
That's fantastic because I mean it's not getting any cheaper download, is it? We know that, and even the amount of spends that we have to take now,
Yeah.
it's extraordinary, isn't it? So to be able to do that and make it way more accessible for everyone is great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's one of the things that has consistently impressed me with Hotbox is that they've on top of everything else, they've pushed to lower the cost to sign up every year as well.
Right.
So way back in 2017 when I first signed up, like I say, it was £145 the first time you signed up.
Yeah.
And then if you signed up again the next year, it was £125. So you saved £20.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it is £95 for the first time you sign up, and then it's £45 for every successive year. And that
that's
covers
incredible,
not
isn't
just
it?
for download. It doesn't cover you just for download. It covers you for every festival that Hotbox do as well.
Wow.
So you can pay £45 and get to download and Latitude Festival and Camp Festival and Reading Orleans, depending on if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Obviously, that is a very eclectic festival spectrum.
So refundable deposit is your way of showing us you are committed to join us at the festival. You only need to pay one deposit a year to join us at as many festivals as you like.
Very cool.
And your deposit refund will be processed within 30 days of the end of the festival, which is it's good going, that.
It really is.
It's really good. So you just need to complete all your shifts and then you're good to go. I've always seen people handing the high-vis vests back, getting the supervisor signing off the and stuff.
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated by it because there was a group of young lasses in Red Camp in 2019, and they were always doing the, walking the perimeter and making sure everyone was okay. And then I'd always see them in the doghouse later on, and they just look like they were having the time of their life. So, yeah, it's really good.
I think, like you said, your supervisor didn't really know a way around the site and stuff. I mean, I imagine a lot of the volunteers are very like-minded people, are they? And you all enjoy the festival, you all want to be there. And we've definitely noticed that when we have interactions, we try to talk to as many people as we can when we're there. And we've had some brilliant interactions with some volunteers. And some a bit worse for wear as well. Lots of walking around, and it's been brilliant.
No, well, I mean, download, I think, holds a special place in a lot of people's hearts as well, because, like I say, we've got like 1,000 volunteers there every year now.
Yeah.
And generally, on average, about 60% of those will come back the next year.
That's great.
So they'll do 1 year and enjoy it so much that they do just want to come back.
Yeah. So you have to be. You were saying, and just before we started recording, that Hotbox is it's full. Is it for this year?
For Download Festival, it is.
For download, wow. So if you are wanting it next year, I think it's the same with it. Even your tickets these days, you just have to be that. You don't hang about. Get signed up.
Yeah, this is definitely exceptional circumstances. I don't think they've ever. We always normally get to capacity, but I don't think they've ever gotten to capacity quite this early.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it is. I think the 5 day tickets going off sale really help give a push to get people to sign up.
Yeah. Yeah. I think people are just
Um,
desperate to get there one way or another.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
That, like you say, exceptional circumstances. It does feel that this year.
it does.
Yeah.
It does. Everything just seems to have gone so quick, and things like RIP lights selling out, the speed at which access can
Yeah.
reach
Outstanding.
capacity
Yeah.
so quickly,
Yeah.
and people even you look on the Facebook groups are sort of dubious about it, as though there's some sort of like something going on, but
Yeah.
it is just that it just is proving that popular this
Mhm.
year. I mean, you've got Glastonbury not happening, you've got such a I think there's I mean, I don't know how you found the lineup this year, but I think it's such a solid one across the board. You've got a proper like curated download lineup.
yeah. I think we are slowly getting into a much more sort of millennial download lineup,
Yeah.
uh, um, which isn't a bad thing. Like there's a lot of bands there that I want to see this year, so
Yeah.
I'm stoked for it.
Do you think that affects the amount of volunteers you get? Because I guess if you've got Def Leppard, Kiss, and bands like that, and the crowd is a lot older, if you've got people that are a bit younger and maybe a bit less money, a little bit more energy to
Yeah,
do
makes sense.
both volunteering and enjoy the festival, do you think that affects things?
Um, I I don't know. It's kind of hard to judge because there's always such a wide spectrum of. We've had people sign up for the festival. You have to be 18 when you arrive at the festival, but you can sign up at 17 if your birthday is
Okay.
before the first day of the festival.
Yeah.
And we have had people turn up whose birthday was the Tuesday, and they turned up on their 18th birthday.
That was it.
And then we've got regulars who turn up who are in their 70s.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that is
And,
great.
That's
and
really
they've,
interesting.
and they've been coming for years.
Yeah.
So it's a really broad spectrum of um, people and age ranges that turn up.
Very cool.
Yeah, it is.
And I think, like you say, I think the music might sort of tend to skew it a little bit younger, but it does. I don't think there's anything that slows the older people that are there
No.
volunteering down. I think once they're retired and they've got all that free time on their hands, it's an excuse for them to do something fun like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be totally us. When if we get to if we get to retirement, that was a bit cynical. If we get to retirement age, and you've got the spare time, but you want to make your money go a little bit further, then
That's a great idea, isn't it?
I think yes.
I think for me, the biggest selling point would probably be that just the community vibe, and like you say, Richard, meeting up with people that go every year. I imagine that's quite a special thing,
Well,
isn't it?
looking at the perks, I mean, like private secure camping, parking facilities, free campsite Wi-Fi, and discounted festival food, free fun, charging close to your tent, experience for your CV, especially if you're young and
Yeah,
you're,
that's a
you're
good
college
point.
age and
Yeah.
things like that. Meet people and make friends for life. There's so many great selling points.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I say, a lot of those are things that they have bought in more recently as well.
Yeah.
Which is again, like I say, it's one of the things that I like about Hotbox. They are always pushing to try and make the experience better for the people that are there volunteering with them as well.
Yeah.
So the Wi-Fi is a relatively new thing that they've only had for like the last couple of years, and it is literally it's just a Starlink thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But Hotbox pay for it at their own expense,
Yeah.
so that their volunteers can get online when they're at the festival.
Very cool.
Yeah. So it's going above and beyond.
Well, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
They don't need to do that really, but to do it, like you say, it nurtures the loyalty for people like yourself, doesn't it? If you feel like you're being looked after. So we were just saying to Johnny before. So what was the question you wanted to ask? You wanted to ask about memorable experiences volunteering, I guess. I think that's the
Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah. Is there any real key moments that stand out for you whilst you've been volunteering over these years?
Uh,
Doesn't have to be PG
ooh,
either, don't worry.
yeah, I was going to say, I don't know how many of these are podcast airable. I think that one of the standouts for maybe not necessarily the right reasons. Um, there was one year um, where I had a couple of volunteers radio me while I was supervising in Purple Camp, and they said that there was a guy who looked like he was unconscious right up against the fence at the sort of perimeter of the campsite, and it's like, okay, we'll come and check it out. Got the campsite manager, who is each campsite has a campsite manager who sort of coordinates all the different teams. So they'll work with me, and then they'll work with the security supervisor, and just to make sure that all of the teams are sort of working together and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And I grabbed him, and we got the security supervisor as well. And we went over to check this guy out. And the campsite manager was kind of trying to shake him and get him to wake up. And he came around. He'd obviously been quite drunk. And he started trying to stand up. And I realized considerably before the campsite manager did that he had fallen asleep halfway through taking a poop and just landed in it.
Oh, God.
And he got up and he pulled his shorts up, and then he went to shake the hand of the campsite manager. And I have never grabbed a man and dragged him backwards
Absolutely
so
brilliant.
quickly. Like, do not shake that hand.
Oh, I bet you see some
Just
states, that's for
try,
sure.
yeah. Like, yeah, it's one of those. I get indulging yourself, but
Yeah.
when it's the point that you're falling asleep halfway through taking a
Shit.
dump, I'm like, maybe you've had one too many.
That's fantastic. So good. Yeah, we've seen all sorts of states. I'm sure you have as well throughout the years at download.
Yeah.
It's the randomness that I love. I think it's the fancy dress, the stuff that you just wouldn't see out in the real world. It's just, and it just seems just totally acceptable, isn't it?
Yeah, and you must see more and more of that, like being in the campsites that much more.
Yeah.
Because we love it.
Well, Mike dressed me up as a Donald Trump for my stag do because I went in 2017. So I had like fishnet stockings on, mini skirt, and then the top half was Donald Trump. So I had a suit and a blazer and fake tan and stuff. And I had this big dildo sticking out my pocket and everything. But no one even like batted an eyelid.
No, it's
Just yeah, well, there's a slutty Donald Trump.
yeah,
Yeah.
speed. You got like speedo guy. You've got it's just it's such a random thing that you can't you just blink less, don't you, when you're there?
Yeah, festivals are just their own unique time space. Like,
What's your favourite bit about doing the hotbox events then when you're volunteering? What's your favourite part?
um, honestly, the whole thing.
Just the
It sounds
experience.
corny as
No,
hell,
I get you.
but just being able to spend a week camped in a field with my friends, um, like getting to meet so many new people as well. Especially now that I'm supervising, like I see so many people over the course of the week. Because the volunteers do 3 8-hour shifts, and they'll generally do an early, a late, and a night shift.
Mhm.
But the supervisors work every single day, and they work the same shift every day.
Yeah.
So I tend to do the night shifts, and I will do every single night across the whole week.
Wow.
It's a lot of my normal sleep pattern. I am at night
Oh,
all the
okay.
time, really. And then I get a couple of hours kip in the morning, and I'm out for the
Then
band.
you're good to go.
Wow.
Brilliant. That's good
Yeah.
going.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
that's hardcore, that man.
But yeah, through doing that, obviously, like I see so many volunteers because I've got like 15 volunteers working for me every shift for 5 shifts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get to meet 50 new people a week.
Yeah, that's great.
It's just, yeah, it's a great way of doing it and making friends.
Do you ever get like the first timers that are just totally like, what on earth is this festival? Like, I'm absolutely like rabbit in the headlights, shocked.
It's it tends to go the other way more than it goes that way, in that they'll
Yeah.
do download first and then they'll sign up for other festivals and be like, this is nothing like download was.
Yeah, okay.
But you do occasionally get one who will have done like Latitude Festival or Camp Festival, which are very sort of a lot more middle class and a lot more sort of geared towards the older generation, and then they'll come to download and be like, "Oh, this is livelier than I was expecting."
So which other festivals have you done through Hotbox?
So at this point, every festival that Hotbox do, I've done at least once. Um, so we've got Forbidden Forest, which is just before Download Festival.
Yeah.
This year, it is literally the week before. I am not looking forward to that because I'm doing a week at Forbidden Forest, and then immediately I'm staying in a hotel for one night, Monday night into Tuesday,
Wow.
and then at Tuesday I'm at Download.
Get in. Yeah.
It's gonna be 2 weeks in a field might be too much. We'll find
Wow.
out.
We'll have to catch
but
up
they
with you afterwards,
do-
mate.
Yeah, I'll bring you some Red Bull.
But yeah, they do Latitude Festival as well, which I tend to do every single year because that is the most local festival for me as well.
Mhm.
And it's a very nice vibesy festival if you've never been.
Yeah,
They have the music tends to be a little bit all over the place. And it's a lot more sort of popular than Download.
Yeah.
But there's always a few good bands there, but they also have a really, really strong comedy lineup every year as well.
Oh, cool.
So the comedy tent there is always jam-packed full. And then they have Camp Festival, which is a very child-friendly festival, and has like Mr. Tumble and CDs things and horrible histories and stuff going on.
That's one of my favorite lineups I've ever seen. Was Camp Festival had Mr. Tumble followed by Napalm Death, and I love that crossover.
That's great.
Lot of kids like, oh my god, and Barney comes out.
And then obviously Reading Festival,
Okay.
which is a nice way to end the festival season
Yeah.
with some fireworks. It's, to be fair, Reading has it got itself quite a reputation, but they've put a lot of work in the last couple of years to curb all of that, and it is a lot calmer and less horrifying than it used to be. So.
Yeah.
So there must be quite a battle there. I mean, again, we've gone to Leeds before, and there's a definite sort of rite of passage. 18-year-olds get absolutely smashed, set fire to things, and it's I mean, we left the last night when we went, and it was just then starting to turn a little bit ugly. But yeah, it's good that they've put that extra effort into sort of curbing that a little bit.
It's wild. They banned fires, and all of a sudden there were no more problems with fires. Who'd have thought?
Yeah. What a good idea.
No, brilliant.
So this year, mate, then are you looking forward to the most?
Um, I'll be honest, I don't tend to pay that much attention to lighting.
You
No.
just know you're going.
I glance at it, I go, there's a lot of bands on there I want to see,
Sounds
and
good.
then it's gone out of my memory until I'm there.
Yeah.
It's one of those, when I first started volunteering, like I would do a shift and then I would do the stupid thing that I was saying earlier. Like I'd do the shift and then I would go out and watch all of the bands.
Yeah.
And then I'd do the overnight shift and I'd power through. And I'm too old for that. I can't do that. So I've gotten to the point where I will do the night shift and I will come back to camp and I will sleep. And whoever is still left to go after I've woke up, I will make my decisions from then.
Yeah.
But I don't tend to look at the lineup too soon, because if there's bands that I really want to see and I have a feeling I'm going to sleep through them, it
Yeah.
just makes me feel guilty.
Yeah, I know exactly. I mean, it's bad enough for us trying to figure out clashes and stuff, but when you've got to fit in shifts and not sleeping for 3 days,
Yeah.
it's must be pretty tough.
Uh, so you said it before we started. So you said Hotbox reached capacity, but there are other festival volunteer sort of schemes. Is that the right word? Or
It sounds a bit
schemes,
dodgy.
opportunities. That's probably the right word.
Organisations, opportunities.
Yeah, yeah.
So you've mentioned Festaff a lot. There's also
Yes. So Festaff are back this year for the first year since 2016. Um, and they've come back doing a sort of similar role to Hotbox, but whereas we're campsite based, they're going to be more on like fixed locations around the entrances of the site.
Okay.
right.
And then there is Oxfam, who used to be doing what Festaff are doing this year, and now I think pretty much their only presence on site this year is the charity shop that they run.
Yeah, and the way to
Um,
the it's in the way to the District X, isn't it?
yeah. So they used to do what Festaff are now doing.
Yeah, okay.
But this year they've been scaled back, so they've just got charity shop, and then Festaff have been brought in for that side of it.
Okay.
Right. Okay. You've got Jolly Green Sherpas as well. I've seen they've been putting quite a lot of adverts out lately for download.
Depending on the balance of how happy you are to work over like shifts, if it's just a case of you want to be there, there is HAP that do the bars and stuff on site.
Okay.
There's the like sensory safe spaces that they introduced a year or two ago.
Yeah.
There is an organization that I don't know the name of off the top of my head, but they have staff there manning that as well. And then obviously there's the security companies that are on site as well. So there are several ways to get in there as staff.
Yeah. Well, I think you always forget how mammoth the festival is and how many different. I mean, it's essentially a medium-sized city for a few days.
Yeah.
So, is there anything you'd like to add? Any shout-outs you'd like to give, or anything like that?
Just all of my fellow Hotbox buddies.
It sounds great. It's so cool.
Eager to see them again.
Yeah, fantastic.
3 months now.
It is, yeah.
Getting there soon.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you, mate. And this has been brilliant. We've been so intrigued, but it's almost like peek behind the curtain stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Different side of the festival. And that's what we like to do, kind of shine little lights on everything else that goes on around Download than the music.
But yeah, there's so many elements that make it the festival it is. So yeah.
And we'll keep an eye out for you, mate. We'll have a cold beer for you in our bag.
They do also, just as a side note, they have their own merch.
Oh,
It's,
nice.
I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but I'll see if I can get the back.
Oh, that's class.
That
That's
is
cool.
It's all actual like licensed by the festival to use like their logo and whatever.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Very good.
No, brilliant. And yeah, thanks very much. Thanks very much for agreeing to join us and coming on and telling us all about volunteering at Download.
Very interesting.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Really cool.
Always happy to come and chat about Hotbox.
Brilliant. Have a great festival. Hopefully we'll bump into you while we're there, mate. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, sure. See you.
Nice one.
Thanks.
Thanks, Richard.
This is the LoadDown Podcast.
That was really interesting.
Very,
wasn't it?
very good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, we were talking about how good it is interviewing someone that's sort of not a PR person.
Yeah, exactly.
And speaks about something from a place of passion and love for what they do.
Yeah.
And not just because they've been sort of pushed in front of
exactly.
the camera to do it.
Yeah.
So it just sounds great. It sounds really good. And I think it's something that I will definitely do at some point.
I'd absolutely love to do it. Quite like the idea of working behind the bar, not because I'd be sipping all the profits, but I mean, that would be quite fun at a festival as well. But yeah, again, obviously, such a lovely guy as well, Richard. So
Yeah,
thanks so
thank
much,
you very
mate,
much
for
for joining us.
joining us. And just a little insight into a different corner of Download that I didn't realise was so fucking massive,
It's
if I'm
huge,
honest.
1,000 people.
And that's just their company.
Yeah.
Which is outrageous, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
so good.
I wonder how many, like, overall staff and volunteers there are. It must be enormous. That must be one of the biggest campsites going.
Yeah, definitely. I imagine, like, the vibes and everything in that campsite is brilliant. Because they're all there for a reason, for volunteers, because they want to enjoy the festival too. So I think, imagine that once you get your shift done, take off your lanyard and off you go and have a few beers in the doghouse or catch up with a lot of other people or similar experiences. And I think it would be really good fun.
Yeah, and you get that extra camp time, which we always love being in the camp.
Yeah, that's most where the memories are made, aren't they?
Yeah, I always look around and see the people walking around with the lanyards and the high vis and all that, and I think they always look like they're having a good time.
Yeah,
so
they do.
It's especially that brought another aspect in it to me, because I always thought about the younger people who need to make the money go further.
Yeah.
Festival tickets are expensive. If you can get that element of it for nothing, and get discounted food, brews,
exactly. It sounds like
being
really
a bit
well looked after.
Then, but it also, a part I didn't think about was the older. And I'm now thinking that's what I'm going to do when I retire.
I was thinking, I work in a music shop, and fuck that.
Just get volunteering at all the festivals.
Because it keeps you active, it keeps you engaged with people, and it's just, I imagine that's really, really good fun.
That's how I want to spend my retirement. Go at a festival, so why not do it for now? And meet people, still put a shift in.
Everything always circles back to the community.
Yes.
And it's verging on being like cheesy in it now, because we say it that much. But that's what the heart of Download is. And everyone we speak to, whether it be Rockfit, heavy metal therapy, it's all around that. And although there's a core thing and it's like the activity, whether it's you keeping fit or mental health awareness and groups, the heavy metal aspect is just bringing those people together, isn't it? And this is exactly what this is. It's just bringing that amazing community of people together.
It sounds great. I mean, I've always thought if I went on my own, I'd try and do, Camp Lone or Lone Wolf or whatever, but that sounds like an even better way to do it for me.
And Richard, you part of the hardcore there, mate, because I'm knackered just doing a full day at a festival and then getting a good 6 or 8 hours gift.
Do a night shift after it.
Do a night shift after a full day. And fair play to you guys, and well done to all you Hotbox crew. Because they sound like a real good bunch. So we'll keep an eye out for you when we're there this year. And
absolutely.
Cold beers on us.
Not
for 1,000 of you though.
No. I'll throw some cold water at you to wake you up.
So really interesting that, mate. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. I was we've got some more interviews coming up soon.
We have.
We are interviewing this Friday. I don't like to say who we're interviewing until after we've interviewed them, just because I don't want to put pressure on them in case they have to reschedule or whatever. But we've also been listening to Rock and Rants today. So as you can probably tell, we've recorded this is coming out Tuesday the 24th, but we're actually a week earlier for a change. And listen to Rock and Rants. They had Download Mammy on again. And I was howling laughing at. So Download Mammy has got such a brilliant way of telling a story. She's got, her accent's absolutely lovely as well.
She's welcoming,
but she's got such a way of delivering a tale that was just so funny. She was telling about when she hit the deck during the Prodigy show at Download, and she thought she'd floated off to heaven and all that as someone was picking her up. Just brilliant. Such a funny episode. So go and check that out as well.
They're a good group, aren't they? And again, community, bringing those people together, all riffing off each other of things that they love to do, which talk about Download and festivals, and it's really, feel like as every episode goes on with those guys, it gets better and better, and as they become more familiar with each other,
Yeah.
it's it's really good. So yeah, check them out because they're a lovely bunch of people.
Yeah, absolutely. The chemistry, blossoms every week, which is really cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, so 78 days to go.
Got a lot of bands to get through.
We have. I've been quite hot on it this year in terms of what we need to, a bit more pre-warned in my own head
Yeah.
that I've got all these bands to see, but there's still a lot of bands I haven't listened to.
Yeah.
I can't wait to listen to, and every time I find a new one, I'm still, falling in love with music all over again. So
I get totally overwhelmed. Our Discord is so active and they're so on it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this band's amazing. This band's incredible. It's like, I'm going to have to just put my blinkers on and just wait until I've got to them.
And shit all over.
Shit. Yeah, that's good. And what else has been going on?
We've got some new merch coming soon.
We have got some new merch coming.
Which is, it's really cool.
I don't like to big ourselves up. I don't know.
Well, it's not us that we're big enough.
No, because we've not done it.
We've not done it. We're fucking useless. So we've got merch out already, which is basically that LoadDown podcast logo as designed by Johnny himself.
Yeah.
Which you did a great job of, mate.
Thank you
not
very
to
much.
diss that, but we have got a friend, Daz, who is a very talented graphic designer, and he's been sketching up some T-shirts for us, and they look really good. I really like it.
Yeah.
I don't want to wear my own merch because it feels like a twat thing to do, but it is really smart.
It's smart. It's because Daz listens to the pod as well. It's very personal to the pod and
things we've talked about,
things we talk about, and there's quotes and little images and stuff. So yeah, we'll get that out to everybody as soon as possible.
Yeah.
We'll keep it at cost price. We won't take any profit from it. Just shove it on the website. It'll be shipped directly to you. So we'll figure all that out very soon. Probably put them out as soon as possible, won't we? As soon as we've got the design.
Yeah,
finished.
why not?
So thanks, Daz, in advance. We owe you many beers at Download because I'm really pleased with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get that out to everybody soon.
Yeah.
And we've had Slam Dunk announce their times, haven't we?
Yeah.
Stage times, which is just the most fucking mental day I think I've ever seen at a festival.
Since Slam Dunk last year.
Which I can't remember. But I think you could just almost just stand at that second stage with the...
There's too many bands. I said it in the Discord today.
Was it Dan?
Yes, it was. Said controversial, but are there too many bands
Yeah.
at Slam Dunk? I think there is. I don't think they could drop a stage.
Is there such a thing?
Well, there is. If you look at a lineup, try and buy a ticket, then go, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I'd rather they booked some of them next year.
Yeah.
We will do a Slam Dunk special where we look at the bands you'll see and
talk through that lineup more in detail, but it does look very, very good. Hoping to get there with my mate Joe.
Yeah.
You're away, aren't you?
Sunny Spain.
So hopefully I'll be in sunny Temple Newsham.
So yeah, thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it every week that you turn up to listen to us two talk shite.
Yeah.
But this week we didn't because we had a special guest in Richard. So again, thank you, Richard, and I hope that piques some people's interest for next year, because I think if you are thinking about Download and maybe want a way of being able to afford it a bit better, or we've looked at like the Corn thing, the Pretty Reckless tour, you got Shinedown, you got this, that and the other. So if there's a way to then get your festival for now, then it's got to be a good thing, hasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was quite inspiring, really. Richard saying his mates kind of did a runner, so I'm going to go at it alone, and what a way to get in. And
big respect there.
Like-minded people, so
absolutely
cool. But yeah, thanks for listening as always. We'll be back next week. We're going to got a few weeks of full-on logo deep dives. And,
we have,
lineup deep dives, haven't we? So
yeah,
it's going to be good fun, mate.
It is.
Nearly there.
Yeah, Yeah, getting there, getting into spring. I just can't wait to get out in the garden and set something on fire.
Yeah, me like last year.
Yeah,
Thanks
a lot,
everyone.
everybody. and
Cheers.
We'll see you next week.
This is the LoadDown Podcast.